Hi, this is Martha here at my channel, Nalenka Sims, with the February Crack the Vault 2025 video. This is hosted by Poetspice, and we are listing or posting our video each third Friday of the month at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There are so many crafty and talented participants in this collaboration, and of course they're listed in the description box below, and I do hope you will go by and show all of us some crafty love. Let me show you what I have used today. I had in my stash already cut out flowers from Memento, and it's been, I really don't know how long ago I cut that out, but I'm sure it was over 6 months. This is where we are using those products that we've had 6 months or longer and have not used for 6 months or longer, maybe never. And I'm sure all of us have so many that fall into that category. I use this stamp set now. I don't think this is 6 months old, but I got it thrifting. This I got from that Cherry Lynn dollar sale. And this I had never used. Now, this is Tim Holtz Remnant Rubs. I've had this for I don't know how long, and I had never used it. So I used the ones on black, and these now are left with the white. But I love them, and we'll be using them more now. I used a lot of stencils from this. This is Elizabeth Crafts. I used this one, and that one. And, oops. Let's see if I can put something white behind it. I used that one. Well, that was the one on the back of that package. That one. This was also on the back of the package. These are all Elizabeth Crafts. That one. And I'm not sure whose this is. I think maybe I got this from Rubbernecker. So if I got it from Rubbernecker, that would have been last summer. Let me move these out of the way before they fall. I use these Pro markers. And from my Missees, I used Betty. Yeah, this is the body. I used the hair, this blouse top, and this blouse top, and the flowers. And from this set, Primarina, the face. And I bought this maybe 20 years ago. I very seldom use it, but it's chalk pastels. Okay, now I will show you the other things I use as I go along. I'm trying to use a lot at once, so I like to use my art journals. So here's my Missy, and you saw that set just a few minutes ago. This is one of Tim Holtz Rub On, and of course paper from my scrap bin. This is the second one, Believe in Daydreams, Tim Holtz Rub On. Here's the chalk on her cheeks, and the flowers from the set as well as my doll. Here's the third one. I love these girls so much, and I just really like how these pages turn out. No regrets. And I put a bead here on her shirt or her blouse. This page I've shown before, so I didn't bring anything out for her. But this, honestly, is my favorite page in the whole book. Okay, next is Belle. Now, I bought my main feature is the Rubbernecker stamps. And I bought these 10 years ago, most of them. A few maybe since then, so I'm trying to just use all of them in this book. So this is Belle, and you see I colored her dress red, but I intended to color her like this and put a red hat statement on here. But I got busy and didn't think of it. But I made this card 5 years ago. So that was Gail. Oh, and I made this card whenever I got the stamp. So however old the stamp is how old this card is. Okay, next, and I put She Inspires, and the flower is a memory box that was in my stash of die cuts. Okay, here we have Carol, and she's a Rubbernecker stamp, as I said, from way back. And I just used a sticker from my sticker book and a stamp in my religious stamps. And of course, I stenciled around her and colored her with those pro markers. Next is Monica. And actually, no, there was another, the next one is the one that really got me going, started with these stamps. But here is Monica. And this is how I painted her up with the coordinating background and the Tim Holtz rub-ons and stickers from my sticker book. That's Happy Planner sticker books. Okay, here is Greta, and she's the one that started me purchasing these stamps in the first place. I saw a card made with her on Split Coast Stamper. So if you remember when that's what was the main place we looked for samples. And I went searching for that stamp until I found it. So this I stamped on this paper a long time ago, and it was just in my stash of stamps. And I pulled her out. I didn't even try to recolor her. It was painted with some markers I had at the time. This is a die from Spellbinders that I had cut, and it was just in my stash. And Tim Holtz Good Life rub-on. Okay, this is Bridget, and that's how I colored her, and that's using those Cherryland border dies. This is, now Stamp Oasis, I got these at the Rubbernecker booth, but they don't have names. And that's how I colored her. Now this flower was also, I'm trying to use up all of these things I cut out a long time ago, and they're just in my way. And I want to put them to good use and stamp in my collection. And I like her little outfit. Okay, here's Greta again. Basically the same. This flower I got at Michael's when I was on vacation a couple years ago. Oops, I missed somebody because I have a dyed stamp over here. But, okay, yeah. I missed Danielle. And I do like this page. I like the placement of the sticker here, but I had to because I colored outside the lines here on her dress. And I like the sentiment from Tim Holtz. I hope that's where that's from. Okay, now here we go with Pearl. You see, like I said, I'm trying to use a lot in one sitting, or one presentation, let's say it that way. And here's the border and my stamp. And I chose not to stencil around her. And here is Joelle. And that's how I colored her. And this is that Memento flower. And she says, travel the world. And of course, stenciled around her in the background. And she sings that one. And the last one, I just wasn't in the mood to color her for some reason. But here she is. I'll maybe get to it. Malaya. So that's what I have for you today. And I hope you like these Rubbernecker girls and my use of them in my art journal. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for Poetspice for hosting. And do check out all of the other participants. See you next month, uh, March, the third Friday in March at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Blessings and thanks so much. Todah.